G'day everyone, and welcome to your instructional film on how to make a climate graph using the app Numbers, which you all should have on your iPad. If not, you'll need to make sure that you download it and have it so you can complete this task. Okay, the first thing that we need to do is access your temperature and rainfall data for the area where you live. And just type climate data online into Google and it comes up. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we've come into this climate data online site, and you'll be able to basically select where you live, and we can collect the data for that. So the first thing we need to do is change this first tab to weather and climate, and then we'll change it to monthly here. And then we're going to enter the location, so you need to write in the suburb where you live. For this example, we'll just put in Lilydale. And then you hit find and it comes up with a list of towns, and obviously we'll choose the one in Victoria. And then you need to go down and choose the nearest station, which is Coldstream, and that will come up, and then we go and click get data, and that brings up all the data that we need to make our climate graph. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to do is actually highlight the mean maximum temperature from January to December. So we just do this like that, just to December, and then we can do a copy and paste, and then we need to go into our Numbers app, so which is here, and we want to basically paste the data that we've collected into the second row of the second column, which is this one here. So then we go up to edit and paste, and hopefully it goes all the way across. If it doesn't go all the way across, you can basically manipulate that afterwards. So the next thing that we're going to collect now is the minimum. So we want to go back to our data, here it is, and we're going to collect the minimum, which is the one underneath. So we'll go across and we'll highlight till December, and then we'll copy it, and then we'll head back to our Numbers and click on here, and we will paste. And this time it hasn't actually worked the way we want, so you just highlight that and cut that and then paste it into that one, and it brings it across. Okay, so now we're going to copy and paste the data for our rainfall. So we go down to mean rainfall, we click on here, and we copy across to December, making sure that you only get January to December. We don't want any of the other things on the side. So copy again, and then back into Numbers and click on here, and it's done it again. So we just highlight that and paste across. Okay, do is actually put the names of our columns and rows in. So across the top we're going to do January to December. So Feb, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. Okay, and then we'll go over and we'll put in our row headings. So the first one, if you remember, was maximum temperatures. The next one was minimum. And the last one was rainfall. Okay, so now we have all our data into our table. So the next step that we need to do is actually highlight our data. So we'll make sure that you actually get the headings for the rows and the columns in, and all the way to December. Once we've done that, we come up here and we hit chart. And we're going to choose this one, which has a combination of line and bar graphs. And it looks a bit like this. Now, we don't really want it to stay looking like this because at the moment it doesn't look exactly right like a climate graph, so we need to make a few adjustments. So the first thing that we're going to do is adjust the minimum temperature, which is this green one down here, so it is a line graph. So we click on that. Okay, so we go over here and click on the little green bar because that is our minimum temperature, and we come to series up the top, and then you can see here whether it's the type of graph. So we're going to choose the line graph here, and this way we'll have 2 line graphs. Okay, so excellent. Starting to look a little bit more like it. Okay, and the next thing we want to do is actually put in the title. So if we come back and we click on here and it shows the title, we might as well click on border while we're here. Alright, so click on the title and let's change it to Lilydale. Actually, I might change the font as well. So come over here and I think I'll go impact. Why did it go out? Okay, so make it a little bigger. So I'll make it up to 20. And write Lilydale again. Alright, that looks good. Okay, so now we want to actually change the side options as well. We want to have headings in these areas. So the first, and we want to click Access Name, and it comes up here. And then we want to change that to temperature. Okay, so now we can go back and do the other one, which we want to make rainfall. Okay, so now we have the chart labelled, except for the last one, so we'll go and do category X, and we're going to put months. So this little thing's in the way at the moment, so and we write months. Okay, getting there. Alright, so now what we're going to do is actually go in and change. Okay, so we select this one here and we can go up and change the colours. And then we can click on the other ones and we can get rid of the circles. And we change this one to red as it's the maximum. Click on this one, get rid of the circles. And change this to yellow. Okay, so now you have something that looks like a climate graph. We'll stretch it across so the months actually fit. And we might just move it up. Okay. Click on the whole thing. Move the whole thing right up so we can get it in with the data as well. And here you have your climate graph with your data. So once you've finished that, just drag it across a bit more if the December's not showing. And once you've finished that, you need to submit it via Google Drive in the folder that I've set up for you. Okay, I actually forgot something. So before you submit it to Google Drive, if you wish, you can actually change these numbers here just so it fits in a little bit more neatly. So if we go up to Access, this one, and you'll have your max here. So this is number 1, which is the temperature. So we will put the maximum at 40, the minimum at 0, and the increments here at 10. And it just spreads it out a little bit more. And then we can go to the next axis, which is the rainfall, and we can go 100 and then 0 and then up to 10. So that just makes it look a little bit more neater and fit in better. So it was a bit squished at the top before. Okay, so once you've done that, then you can submit it to Google Drive, and hopefully everything will be all in there. And that is how we create a climate graph using numbers, which is much easier than drawing it up by hand.